Well, hello and welcome to the stream today. I am Ghost. You can find me at ArtGhosts Online, ARTGH0STS. I had to rearrange the room a little bit so you can kind of see some stuff. I could move the camera. Anyway, I do a Sunday weekly art stream and a Tuesday weekly game stream. Sometimes a little bit of both, and today I am playing some Satisfactory. Got some chill music on in the background, and we're just gonna continue working on the world. Let me show you what I've got going on here. I was last working on my Quarts Factory, and there's quite a bit going on here. I think I fixed the smart splitter situation, and I'm separating them out a little bit further back just to get these two off the same line, so that I can have my oscillators going at the same time as crystal oscillators and circuit boards. We got plenty of circuit boards being made, and we're starting to get some more crystal oscillators made. I'll grab some of those. But ultimately, what I want going on at this Quartz Hub is computers to be built. And we need the circuit board, and we need well, we need the iron plates going to these crystal oscillators. And I do have an iron factory, iron overlook, that my train goes to. So let's see if we can PeerTube there, perhaps, or is my train here? Yeah, so my train is here. 33. So we want these on the grid. Okay. And then we'll go down here. Yeah, I suppose it'll go down there. Ooh, almost fell off the edge there. So, how do I want to do this? And then we do a RAM. We need a RAM. Well, let's go to logistics and put the conveyor chlorophyll right in the middle. Actually might get rid of all of this. Except do we want to build over? Let's delete that. Add it back in. So we can probably do some storage right over there. 'Cause what I really want to have happen is have this train work to transport the iron plates. Let's go forward, actually. This is the train line that I built last time. It's not good at all. I forgot to look up. Damn it, I knew I was doing something. I watched like one video on the train lines or blueprints and still didn't improve this. So here we are at the iron outlook. This is where I'm producing reinforced iron plates for my Quarts Factory. Break and back it up. Get this positioned properly. Use the locomotive. Got a good amount in there. 100 something plates. Okay. Let me just show you a little bit of what's going on in here. We got the iron plates coming down and out. It's not very fast. I'm not using all of the iron nodes over here, which I probably should have. Let me actually make sure I'm using the proper mark. Helps. We got Mark 2 miners. Both are working at 100%. Why are these only working at 50%? Because it's backed up. Okay. We're gonna lift Mark 3. Go up to the next floor and investigate the holdout. So, I don't know. What are these offering? 86%? Does not seem like they're going. Mark 1 lift. Here's our problem. Mark 3. Make sure the other side is also Mark 3. No. Okay, so these should be coming out a lot faster. We'll look back up. So, let's investigate a little bit more. It's also dark in here, so I apologize that you were just going by my flashlight. Here's where magic's happening. We don't have Mark 3 here. Don't have. You have Mark 3 there. Mark 3. Okay, screws are coming out a lot faster now. So hopefully these are starting to fill up their buffers a lot faster, so we will hopefully start having more reinforced plates. I'm not getting all of it. I think it might be better though. And I'm gonna add a roof to this just to call it done. Later. And another one down this way. And I'll add more decorations with time. Like, you might want a little catwalk around here or something. I don't know. Think about it. Okay, so building more roof on my iron overlook. It's just producing reinforced iron plating at the moment. You don't need a lot of iron. This is just an iron node that's nearby my quartz production. So that's why I'm pulling in the iron from here instead of my main base. Okay. We can transport. Do I have roof pieces yet? I don't think so. Okay. Iron plates coming out hot. Let's dock this. And we'll get our reinforced iron plating on here. Okay. We only have one freight liner right now. Oh wait, I need to get out of here. I'm manually driving this where I need it to go for now. And then I'll set up the remainder of the lines, what actually goes in a circle. What I think I want to do. And I was trying to figure out how to get rid of these dips in my train line, and I will have to look into it. Right now it's a wait, so we're coping with it as well. Okay. Turn on self-driving to activate timetable. Edit timetable. So we want it to go from the Quartz Hub to the Iron Overlook, back to the Quartz Hub, and then back to the Iron So how do I get this to be taken out? Load. docking it, right? What's going on here? Let's pull out of that. Okay. Whatever. I think it's because I don't have a place for the items to go. So let's solve this problem by making sure there's a place for the reinforced iron plates to go. We want a storage solution up here, I think. Just right in front of me. Organization, industrial storage. Well, which way does it out? This side. Organization, industrial storage. Oh, I'm missing the steel pipes for it. Okay, let's just do a regular storage container. Let's move this a little bit. I have an idea here. We're gonna do Mark 3 belt. Down there. That. Delete this. Oh, I need industrial beams. Need to do it the right way. Let's get a merger. And merge them. There we go. Purely gonna be iron coming in here. And then we're gonna put a lift. Lift mark 3, let's say. Okay, and then we're gonna go down here. Okay, I've got something here. This, I want it on the other side. I kind of want it on the other side. Well, we can make sure it's Mark 3. That's gonna bring that down here. And then what I want is for it to go over all this stuff into these manufacturing machines. So let's get our... What kind of rate do I need it to be going into this machine? 2.5 per minute. Just need Mark 1. Let's raise it up a little bit, maybe? That's gonna flip. Is it? It's gonna clip on the way up, but I'm not too worried about it. Kinda not worried about it. So we want to get the reinforced iron plates coming here. So what I'm gonna do is add a merger. Or splitter. Splitter coming from this way. This is gonna go into this one. Right. Okay. That's going over the cables. Kinda like the look of that. And let's do a little stackable conveyor around here. Okay. So we're gonna have reinforced steel plating coming in through here into these manufacturers. So let's make sure this works, and I'm gonna go up there again. Where's my ladder? Here's my ladder. I'm gonna crawl up here. Gonna get back up to the top of the train station. Whatever I need to do to get up here. Oh yeah, I'm the hyper tube. But what I really want to go see is up here. And we're gonna just drop these off here, and they're gonna start coming out. Mark 3 belt coming down here. Mark 3 lift, and then more Mark 3 belts. Up here. This works. Okay. Going. Finally. And this will go into the crystal oscillators. Do I really want to have them two separate things going into here? I don't know. I don't know, it looks bad, but I'm going to organize it later. I do have Satisfactory Modeler open as well, so with these crystal oscillators, I'm not going to do anything with because I need them for some recipes. But with the circuit boards, ooh, and some plastic, and I got to reroute some of the cable for the computer manufacturing. So let's get a computer manufacturing set up. Do I have enough plastic for that? I do. Let's get another manufacturing system up and running. This probably should go above this. So let's put a wall. I can start building upwards. I kind of need to get the table. These are as fast as they can go. 40%, and 0%. It's probably just average, so it'll take some time. So we could do manufacturer. Oops, that's not what I do. I need 2 of them. Okay. We got 1 manufacturer. Surface is still uneven, so let's get another partition strip in. Okay, so we got 2 more manufacturers. These are gonna build computers. So we need plastic, cable, and circuit boards. Circuit boards are being built over here. This isn't going to be a problem. Wait, almost getting the plastic over here, huh? I guess I can get that from my oil hub, because that's kind of where I have it sitting right now. I also need to get the cable over here. This is going to be spaghetti because I don't care to make it look pretty right now. Usually I do like a floor per manufacturing or assembling setup, but I kind of just put it in line here. Let's get our cables. How do we get the cables from around here and here? Okay, well, let's get our Mark III belt and have it come around here. We do need some support though. Do we need it too high or just... Probably 2. Oops. There's a cable coming out of here. Probably should have cable coming this way. We'll have it sticking to the ground. We'll have 2 going that way, and then we'll just attach it. Like this. What is happening here? Okay, so it says it's clipping, but it's not. So I'm gonna just do it. Cable's coming this way. And I'm gonna put this in the second. So 20 per minute as far as cables go. One. Let's get Mark. Oh, we want to do splitters here. Right. It's been a while since I've put machines up, so it's taking me a minute to remember. But we want splitters. Splitters. Okay. Here. And here. We're gonna have our silicon circuit boards going into our computer machines. I don't have any computer alternate recipes, but I guess I would consider. Let me actually see. Can I build a man right now? No, I don't have reinforced iron plating. Pull some out here. Man. Hard drives. Do I have any computers? Ethereum computer? Circuit board, quick wire, and rubber. That'd be harder for me to do. Yeah. Let's not do that. Okay. Cable is being brought to there, so we're gonna put a splitter on that. And splitter on that one. Mercury belt, perhaps. Okay. Is it splitting? It sure is. It's going a lot slower, so we're gonna pop that. Okay. Now this just needs plastic and power. Let me pull some plastic out of my dimensional depot and put a big old stack of plastic in each of them. And now I just need to connect to the power. And we also need another row of foundation over here. Yeah. We'll eventually need to figure out a way to get plastic here, but for now I will hand deliver it, because I do have it in my dimensional depot, pockets, whatever. And that will at least get computers running. Let's get the power up and running. Here. Here. And then link power poles to the remainder of our grid. How's our grid look? A lot better. We're consuming about 1,400, 1,300, 1,500. Our capacity is 36 and our max consumption is at 36. So we do have to work on that because our max consumption just went above what our capacity is. Machine. And they're making 2.5 computers per minute. So it's 2 machines that got 5 computers taken a minute. Which direction? Storage. Let's do a merger over here. Oh, I think I don't have enough iron. I'm gonna put a regular storage container. Mark 1 belt. That. And we have our computers. So the next thing that I wanted to really figure out was if I'm going to be doing turbo fuel endeavor. And I think I really think that for fuel, turbo fuel is going to be where it's at. I've already got a bunch of fuel generators. I think 8 fuel generators set up. So we already have the train between coal highway and my oil set up. We don't have SAM fluctuators manufacturing yet. We have a way to get the iron plates to the Quarts Factory. Just I don't have my trains automated yet. An automated train line. Timetables for trains. And I gotta get the heavy modular frames automated. And then I'm thinking about turbo fuel. What do I need for turbo fuel? Production of power fuel gen. Oh, I don't have enough of anything to build this. Well, let's take a look at modeler. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break here in about 10 minutes. So let me open up Satisfactory Modeler and show you what I'm going to do for my turbo fuel. Okay. And I definitely want to do like a new recorded series when 1.2 comes out. I think it's this week. So, let's see. Let's get window capture. That's going to be Satisfactory Modeler. Let's reduce game capture. So here's my factories, the basics. I do not have the plastic coming in yet. But let's start a new outpost. I'm going to name this one Turbo Fuel Hub. I'm gonna open it. And let's see. How do we get turbo fuel? Regular fuel and compacted oil, of course. So where else on the map do I have coal? I mean oil, because that's where I'm going to get this fuel from. Residual fuel, diluted fuel, unpackaged fuel. Let's just do regular fuel. We are going to have that polymer resin. I'm not too worried about that. Crude oil. It's only if we have one, though. And I know on the map there are going to be multiple oil nodes just right next to each other, but I also have to look for something that has coal and sulfur nearby. So I think I'm going to eventually look on Satisfactory calculator. Do I want to do that? We could do that. Satisfactory calculator. Because I want to see... Because I haven't explored a whole lot of the map, to be fair. So let's look at the interactive map. Zoom out here. Okay, so there's sulfur and coal. Sulfur and coal. What? Not too far away. These are impure nodes, however. I do want a normal sulfur node. Nearby some coal, nearby some oil. So I kind of see on the map here where I need to go. So let's say we have one node for sulfur and one node for coal. Oops. So those are going to be each slightly under what they need to be, but I also want to make this mark too. Are these normal nodes? These are going to be 120 each. Kind of want to use these for multiple things aside from compacted coal, but I'll have to see if I can divert any of this. So let's clear our connections and put these directly into storage containers. And we'll make them industrial. Just so we have a store of an extra store of coal and a store of sulfur that we can make explosives out of. And eventually hook that up to automation to do that. For now though, these are both going into making compacted coal, which will then be going into turbo fuel. So there's refineries, and let's actually title some of this coal normal. Sulfur, oops, if I could spell. Sulfur normal. And we're gonna have oil. Now I do want to take advantage of a pure oil node as well, so let's take this pure, and this is actually going to go into a storage container, and we're going to change this to an industrial fluid buffer. I want to make the industrial version. We're going to have 360, and I don't have Mark II pipeline yet. Only about 300 is going to be able to come through there. Okay. How many of these can we make? 8 turbo fuel generators. Can we make 9? About 10. So it says here we can make 10 turbo fuel generators. Wait, these are the refineries to make it, so turbo fuel generator. This is going to be our final product here. So we want some going into turbo fuel generator, and we want some going into packaged turbo fuel. And the packaged turbo fuel is also going to be going into its own container. Here we go. So 12 machines for the generator. What's that? 10. So 10 machines. What if I did 11? No. 12 and a half. Or 13. Overclock one and just have 12. Just so the numbers are a little bit better, but it doesn't mean these numbers are better. So if we have 10 refineries, we're gonna have 12 turbo fuel generators. But I don't want half of this going into... Let's clear that connection. Let's do storage container. Industrial fluid pumper. I'm going to clear those connections. You always want to fluid pumper. How many packaging machines do we want? Maybe just 2. Do I even want 2? 1. 20 per minute. No, let's do 2. You do up to 18 turbo fuel generators. We do 9 on each side of whatever array that I end up doing. And, okay, so we would be using a pure oil node and a normal oil setup here. But in the interactive map, I'm seeing that there's a third normal. I'm gonna copy and paste that and see. Yeah. It gets it to 337, but I would need to divide it into 2 pipelines to really transport it properly. Unless I go to the awesome shop and unlock Mark II pipes that have no detailing on the outside. So it really depends. But I also am being held back by my coal and sulfur situation here. So, what about 8? Or not. Whoops, not 90. 9, 8 is exactly 120 from each. Oh, okay. Okay. So we'd have a limit of 8 machines. Means we have a limit of 14 generators. We have the 1 pure oil, 2 normal oils that goes into a buffer, and then we'll figure out we'll probably just sink this, or make polyester fabric. Could do that. But we need water for that. I don't really have any water involved here, but we could do. This needs empty canisters. Do plastic. So we could do residual plastic from this. Yeah, because we need just 1 underclocked machine to keep up with the 2 packagers. That would mean 2 fuel refineries. Okay. Why is this now limited? I'm kind of messing up my math here now. Could do 9, 8. Two. Oh, I guess I do have to sync the rest of this. Awesome sync. There we go. Okay. I don't want a ton of packagers. So hopefully this makes a little bit of sense, but this is how I plan out my factories before I go ahead and do them. This is also going to need a water extractor. And do one underclock water extractor. Okay. This is what I'm going to be referencing for the rest of this episode, because I'm going to be focusing on staking out this oil, starting to build up fuel refineries and everything, but I do need to get all the supplies. So, sorry if my face was cut off for some of that. But what we're gonna do is go back to the game and check on. Ooh, wait, I ran out of plastic. How many computers did we make though? I'm interested. 24 computers. Very nice. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna have to do is go back and get. Let's see what I need for outer dimensional depot. How many oil extractors? I'm gonna need 3 oil extractors. I'm gonna need an industrial buffer. Make that 2 industrial buffers, at least. Wait, I can pull more plastic out of my pocket. I can make more computers. Okay, there we go. We got more computers being built. I am going to take a break in just a little bit here, and then we're going to regroup, go back to the main base, collect all of my supplies that I'm going to need, including the encased industrial beam. I actually might put a dimensional depot on the encased industrial beam, so let me go back here. Yeah, so what else do I need? I need Mark II miners. Two of those. For one for coal, one for sulfur. And then we got a whole bunch of refineries to worry about building. But we'll start with this. Actually, I should note how many refineries. So 4.5. 4, 5. Sulfur and coal get combined in foundry. 5 of those. Then we get 8 more fuel refineries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. That goes into another industrial buffer, and then we get power generators. We need. Oops. We need 14 of these fuel generators. Let's look at our to-do list. We got a lot of stuff to get. All of this. Encased industrial beam, copper sheeting, motor, modular frame, steel pipe, more rubber, a bunch of quick wire, and we got enough plastic so far. But we got computers being built. That's what I really wanted to get done today. Please get that automated. back to my main base. Let me get on the train. Where did my ladder go? Here we go. Got our ladder set up, and then we're gonna start building our turbo fuel nightmare. Which way is this? That's the way to the iron overlook. This is the way to the space elevator. What makes this? Can I not? There we go. Here's my hypertube pathway back to my main base, or the coal highway as I'm going to be calling it, because I have a long corridor where I have my coal coming in to support some of my power grid. I do have modular engines being built. I might check on the progress of that, because I do just drop rubber in and let it do its thing. I really need to figure out a better way to connect all of my bases, but once the train goes to my sand fluctuator manufacturing and through the oil depot, I think I'll get it to go all the way around. So, this is Coal Highway. This thing right here. There's the coal generators. Here, whoops. Let's reload our package fuel situation. And I should drop some stuff off, but I'm gonna do that when I come back from a little break. And I'm gonna collect everything that we need to start building with, and then we start the turbo fuel power. I'm excited for it. So hopefully you'll stick around after the break. I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. So thank you for joining me. I'm Ghost. You can follow me at ArtGhosts. That's ARTGH0STS on Twitch and YouTube, which I stream to every Sunday and Tuesday. And I'm also on Blue Sky, Patreon, and Coffee. And I post art stuff if you want to support my art and gameplay videos, so definitely check that out. Anyway, I will be right back in just a little bit. Well, hello and welcome back to the stream. I'm Ghost. I'm playing some Satisfactory today, and I usually do a Tuesday game stream and a Sunday art stream. So, I was just saving here. But last time we built, or connected up the train, and this time we got computers automating, and we are about to start our adventure into turbo fuel. Now, to do that, we need a whole lot of materials, and I was on Satisfactory Modeler to kind of show that off. So let us go to our copper factory over here. This is copper sheeting, quick wire. Actually, I want to quick wire. A bunch of copper sheeting. Let's get some of these dead end supply chains taken care of. We got all these AI limiters. I'm gonna actually bring these to the sink. I've got a sink over here that I just dump things into. Here we go. I got 6 coupons right now, so let's throw these AI limiters in the sink. And I'm gonna throw some computers here. Got 40 computers. Gotta drop off some other supplies over here. Like food items. I have 4 novellas left. Really gotta be careful where I use them. I had so many of them, and then I just stopped. I don't really produce the black powder anymore. Sulfur. So this is where my leaves go. This is where my wood goes. I do have solid biofuel for the chainsaw. And there's a store of biomass for fabric if I really need it. And I've got some of these oscillators in my pack. So I'm going to see with all the other oscillators I have if I can unlock anything. Yeah, I've got 100 oscillators. Need 100 motors. I'm gonna put computers in here. I need a whole lot of stuff. This is the primary hub for my iron manufacturing lines. I did start putting up some lighting in here because I have no fucking windows. These are where all my iron smelters are, and then there's a door over here for concrete for beams. However, I can't get up to beams through there because I didn't design it properly. So we have to go up to the next floor where constructors are. Our constructors for iron plating, screws, and iron rod. Yeah. And this is where the encased beams are as well. I should actually make a sign for that. There we go. So we're gonna set the icon to the encased beams. Change the color to minty. Encased beams is what I'm gonna call this. then I can finally put this wall back. I only did that because I couldn't see what's behind there. So I was considering putting a dimensional depot above this. I think I should, because Mark IV kind of... Let's do that. Let's get a lift. And then that will start uploading. East Industrial. Very nice. So that's not gonna be, well, that's actually gonna be a problem because I can only pull so much of it. 200. Let's get a couple more. 300, 400, 500. Okay, so that'll be enough. Let's go get our motors and modular frames all figured out. I also need to get more quick wire, I just realized that. So I also have this floor labeled for my assemblers for the reinforced iron plates, rotors, and modular frames, but that's kind of all. So I'm gonna print these tickets. Just put them over here. I'm eventually gonna put a dimensional depot above my modular frames. How many more modular frames do I need? Not anymore. Okay. Let's actually get 250 staff. There we go. And that's what we've got for the modular frames. Now let's go up here for motors. Manufacturing lines coming this way. We've got a ton of motors. 200, 300, 400. Okay. Quick wire, rubber, steel pipe, copper sheeting. How many rotors? This is where my rubber was going to, so let's pull that out. I need more of these modular engines to be built. I got another 100 of them, that's pretty good. Steel pipe is being produced over here, actually, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some steel pipes over here. See them? Coming from that incomplete factory over there. I tapped into 2 impure nodes and then decided I was done with it. Garbage. Oh, we've got storage for our iron pipes up here. No, actually, this is the smelter layer. Here is the steel pipe layer. Perfect. 200, 400, 600, 800. Actually, we're at 600. Now we need the copper sheeting, which is which way? This way. Copper sheeting, because these pipes are just being made for the stators. So we'll go in here. We might grab some. Well, the cable is set up dimensional deep. These AI limiters. Copper sheeting is in the floor below, it must be. So we'll go in the floor lower and get what we need to get, which includes some wire and a bunch of copper sheet. 200, 200, 400, 600, 800. Quick wire. I don't think I have storage nearby that has any quick wire, but this machine for the AI limiters has this buffer of quick wire that I can take from. Yeah, we got another 400. Now I just need rubber. 700 rubber. As it accumulates in my dimensional depot, I'll pull it out. What do I need to focus on? I should probably use my blueprinter to build out some of my stuff for my turbo fuel. So we have 4.5, 5 5 machines here. 5 oil refineries. It really depends on the space once I get there, though, so I really don't want to start blueprinting. Yeah. I'll blueprint if I have to. I know it'll make life easier. I know. This is where I'm at. Let me actually do a quick search for the crude oil. And we're gonna hop on the train and get going. Actually, crawl up to the top of the coal highway. Crude oil. All the way over there. So, I see on the map here that there is, above here, there's some coal. More coal. Coal here. Sulfur's up here. So some more oil. So I have to do some exploring. Let's do a new map marker in this area here. More oil. Select that icon and let's do a blue color. There we go. So I'm gonna have this interactive map open kind of where I need to go. And then we will make our way there. Should probably grab some more rubber on the way to the oil. Let's go. And then I might wrap up in about an hour here, so I still got some time. I'll take a break when some food gets here, because we were thinking of ordering out. Maybe a burger. That sounds headed to... We got our full highway. Oh no! What? This stuff? I'm gonna keep hurting myself, I swear. The train is over by the Quarts Hub. And actually, I need to go by the SAM fluctuator. I don't know why I'm going this way. Let's go back. My SAM manufacturing kind of can show me the way. And that's all the way up there on that tower. Scoot over a little bit. Okay, so we got our machines coming out over here. Ooh, I did not realize there was a Mercer sphere out here. Let's collect that and then put it on our map. Always the question mark. Find a Mercer sphere or some. So we're going this way. We need to go around. There's another Mercer sphere. How did I not see this over here? Interesting. Oops. That stamp. Not find anything over there. We got a water geyser over here that I cannot do anything with just yet. There's going to be the next train station by the SAM manufacturing all the way up there. Gotta go. Ooh, there's something over there. I know I shouldn't be exploring with all this stuff in my pockets, but give me a break. I want to see what's over there. Probably a purple power slug. Ooh, that hurt me. Heal up. Some limestone right there. Big old waterfall. Ah! Okay, hold on, let's try this again. Damn it. I'm trying to get up the side of this. Play. Over here. Nothing. If I had turbo fuel, I can get up there. I'm gonna pull some rubber out of my pocket. just take baby steps. Okay, we're up here. Okay, take me up the side of the cliff, please. Are there any plugs nearby? Can I get through here? Ah! Okay, so can't really get up here. Oh! Here it is. Yellow slug. Oh, and I just realized my captions aren't working, so I apologize for that tremendously. Let's redo the captions. And are they working now? They sure look like it. Cool, cool, cool. Excuse me. So we're looking for a way around. Okay, so we're just going around. I can't actually get up here. Ah! What about Mercer Spears? Where are we on the map? Why am I all the way over here? This is not where I'm trying to go. Let's go in through the crevasse here. And see what we come across. So we need to go north. I walked all the way around here. Oh my god. I'm gonna go north this way. I don't think I've gone this way before. Ooh, stinky. Stinky radiation. Don't want that. you're wondering why they're not attacking me, it's because I have it on retaliate. Because I'm here to have not give myself grief. Copper. Where's this bauxite? Copper. More oils this way. Okay. We are going underneath the cave. Oh, it's above it. That's why I had only gone underneath. The Mercer sphere in here. I feel like I've gone under here before. Don't worry, I got arachnophobia mode on. How do I get up? Back out by the copper node. There's a waterfall down here. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's uranium. That's so good. I have that mark. Oh boy. How did I get here? How did I get here? Blow this up and get out. Let's try. Nope, that didn't do anything. Okay, we gotta get out of this cave. Entrance, here's water. Very pretty. Okay, so we're out here. We gotta get up the cliff somehow. That's all it comes down to. I'm gonna go over here, see if I can find a way up on this side. I know I can probably just make a ladder and climb over it, but that seems less fun than actually figuring out what the actual path is. Is this the path? Oh, this is another cave entrance. All the way up here. Yeah, that. Ooh, it just goes right to water. Mercer Sphere. Very nice, very nice.
Oh, you understand.
The tapestry unraveled, revealed its texture. Your veins weave familiar patterns. Your vessels grow organs and eyes and mouths, and the ripples lap against our windows.
Was it intentional?
All that is shallow shall sing our deep song, and when the windows break the void shall be a metal grave.
Oh no, I can't find my way up. Oh, shit. I don't want to go up. Just gonna make steps as I go up. Oh, this feels ridiculous. Working though. This is getting steep. Definitely going forward, though. Right? Okay, so that goes forward. That's further away than it looked. Here we go. Oh. Okay, good thing I didn't use my last Nobilis. Very nice. I'm all the way up here now. That didn't do shit. Okay, hold on. Try something. Let's go up here. We're trying something. We're trying something. Maybe that did do something. There's no more Nobilis though. So I see a blue power slug over here. Kinda want it. Let me get that power slug. We're gonna... Is there some more quartz over here? Ooh. Pure quartz. Is this pure quartz? Is this normal quartz? So I'm actually gonna mark this on my map. I said it. This was here. Could always make a new Quarts hub, something to that effect. Quartz. Pure. Or node. Okay. take these stinky guys. Gotta get up there. Gotta get up. Good thing I got filters for my gas mask. Stinky, stinky. There's a slug. There is a slug. Right around. I'll mark it so I can get it later. I'm totally flipping through the side of the mountain. Oh, great. Heal up. And try that again. So how... Just right up there. I'm making my life so much harder than it needs to be when exploring, I feel like. Beautiful up here. Dangerous. Beautiful. Okay, so this is up here. We are finally in this pink bamboo biome. Very pretty colors. I'm gonna pull more packaged fuel out of my pocket. I'm gonna pull more rubber out of my pocket. So we're going through here. 800 meters forward. Ooh, Mercer's here. Okay, we're going to find our oil. This little pond. What do we got here? Bauxite. Bauxite. I'm marking it. Stamp. Bauxite. Bauxite ore node. Subcategory, and we want medium. This is so we can find it later for our aluminum processing. I think there's a couple of bauxite around here, if I'm not mistaken. Can very well be mistaken. Here's uranium and a power slug. Don't want to mess with radiation right now. Uranium, any of that crap. I don't know how to manage it. Ooh, cargo. Uranium. And radiated guy. Ooh. 420 megawatts. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, so that's a problem for future me. This is gonna be gonna be an exclamation point with fix it orange. This is gonna be named 450 megawatts power. And the subcategory is drop pod. So I took a picture. That's a drop pod that needs power. Where's my oil? Oil's gotta be around, right? Crude oil. Where did I put this? Here, cancel that. So I'm gonna look on the interactive map real quick and see where I need to be. This crude oil to be located. We got a bunch of it right there. Is that where it is on the map? Yes. This is where it is on the interactive map, so I'm gonna hunt it out. Start building out some foundries and ooh, a whole other biome down here. Okay. Okay. Here, no. C1 oil. 2, 3. This one's the pure one. So let's mark it. Gonna be top color, it's gonna be black, it's gonna be oil, pure. If my keyboard will work, and this is going to be liquid. Very nice. Tons of little mushroom guys around here. Collect some of those. Love exploring the new places. We want to collect the berries. Collecting some of the bacon egg there. Interesting. Oil normal. I'm gonna mine up the Scaterium just to get that out of the way. And there's a drop pod over here. Perfect. Hopefully I don't need power. Opens it up. Hopefully I don't need huh. Needs 90 megawatts. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's do another marker here in the fix-it primary orange. Drop pod subcategory 90 megawatts. can demolish or deconstruct the rest of this, though. You don't need a bunch of scrap everywhere. Oh, I don't have enough space. See? There's no room. That's fine. I'll come back here. There is a slug in these here rocks, so I'm gonna put a slug sticker. Okay, let's get our oil. Crude oil normal, crude oil pure. Very nice. I'm gonna use concrete for my building. 4-meter foundation, control to be snapped to the world grid. Very nice. Let's get our first refinery in it, or actually, it needs to be an oil extractor. Which way are they all going to be based? Guess I should pop. Let's build them out. Make this way. Dude, you're in my way. Get out of the way, hog. Oh, there's a purple slug hiding right in front of me. Right in these bushes. Very nice. Okay. We've got this hog would get out of the way. And let's get another oil extractor. I'm gonna pull out my chainsaw and tear this stuff down so I can connect these refineries closer together. Foundation. Okay. So even though there's more space this way, there is the stinky clouds, which I will eventually blow up and get rid of. The yellow slug in them here. Rocks. Ooh, and water. I mean water fountain. Waterfall. Rapids down that way. What else? Lots of steam. take care of them by just blowing them up. Why do I have a dismantle crate over here also? What is in? Wait. Okay, so it is 8 o'clock. I've been playing for about 2 hours. So I am going to take another little break here soon. Once I get this last oil node taken care of. This is where we're going to put our third refinery, or extractor, rather. Okay. We have these set up. What am I gonna do? Oh. Well, I gotta get some fuel generators. And put down the street. And the street. These oil extractors, 3 oil extractors, are going to go into 1 industrial buffer, right? Holds up to 2,400 cubed meters of fluid. Perfect. Now, one. Actually, don't want that. Don't want that. I wonder if the oil extractor will go in if it's like this high up off the ground. I don't anticipate it. I just want to see. Yeah, it must be testing source. We'll put stairs here. Separation between these 2 areas. Oh wait, and this is where the other extractor goes. Oopsies. They actually don't put that there. Put one more back. With this one being a ramp instead. we've got foundation. Foundations and our 3 refineries, which are one pure, which is bringing in 240, and then the other 2 bringing in 240. So it's going to be 480 total going into that buffer, but we can only transport 300. So I might do 2 buffers. One coming out of the pure line and one coming out of the 2 regular ones. Might be what we have to do. Let's pick on some foliage in the way. No room to carry any more leaves and stuff. Table. That. Let's get this tree out of the way. And then I'm going to take a break here. Too far, perhaps. Will the pipeline go up? Low rate is 100. Okay. I gotta figure out how to do this. Junction right here. Buddy, you're like right in the way here. Vertical. Oops, I didn't want that. Goodness. Let's do horizontal, vertical. There we go. Just what I want. And then we'll take this all the way across right here. since that is the pure one, that's going to go into its own buffer. And then these two are going to join. We'll tear out the foliage later. I just want to get the foundation in, and I'm gonna actually. It does bother me when trees are in the way. Okay. So these two normals are gonna be joining into one. Do industrial buffer. These are bigger than I thought. Okay. We kind of want the buffer to be off to the side. We don't want it. We want minimal sloshing of liquids going everywhere. Do we just want... We want some just going into a buffer? And then it can come out if it needs to. Okay. So this pure node will be feeding directly into its buffer. So let me switch around some stuff. Satisfactory modeler. I'm going to change this to the industrial fluid buffer, and then these are going to get their own industrial fluid buffer. And then those will feed into what it needs to do. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. We're gonna have an excess of oil, and just what we want. Pick up some of this mushroom. Take the mushroom over here. Look at the stinkies. Slug right there, though. Let's go in and grab the slug. There we go. So now that we have the fluid, we can do our 5 refineries. Actually, after I get this other fluid buffer in. This own thing. Where do I want to put it? You probably have it go out this way. do want that connected there. Perfect. So each of these are gonna go out a certain distance. And there's going to be a buffer in the middle here. So let me add pipeline. And another fluid buffer. Doesn't match up perfectly, even when I use control. Let's do the buffer that way, that way, and we have two huge oil buffers, which is just what I want. Then we're gonna get our 5 refineries to refine that into fuel and residuum. Why not have a little tree in the middle here? Nice. So how do I want my refineries to go? Will be edge here. And if I start getting into stinky territory, I may have to go back and create some bombs. Blow them up. Okay. We've got these two up. Should I overclock them and do 4 so that there's like 2 each? I think so. I think so. There's gonna be 2 refineries for this one. Go into our production and grab this. Crude oil goes in, fuel comes out. Why does I make that crooked? Let's get the refinery out again. Not the passenger, we want the refinery. Probably do that. Cool. So we've got pipeline there. kind of funky. Let's do that instead. And then these are going to be making turbo. Regular fuel. Not residual fuel. Regular old fuel. Okay. So let's get another refinery out over here. I don't want it going to one. This is going to go right in the middle here. We're going to take our pipeline and split it between these two machines. So we've got 4 total, 2 per 240 oil. And this is also going to make fuel and polymer resin. So what we want is for the polymer resin, it's going to sink for now. But we don't want to take it back up. So the sink can probably go in the middle here. Awesome sink. Yeah. We'll have it go there. And then extend out. Oh, that's blocked. We'll extend the foundations out a little further. Actually, cut down this tree because I don't like cutting through the foundation like that. I said I was gonna take a break, huh? Yeah. I should. So, what we're going to do before I take a break. 30 per minute polymer resin. These coming out this way. Polymer resin is gonna be joining forces over here. Okay. So what we've got, what we want is to put a merger merger's gonna go right here. Did that go evenly in there? I don't think so. Now. Oops. The merger again. And after I place the merger, I'm going to take a break. we'll wrap it up once I'm back. Okay. So we are working on the Turbo Factory. Thank you for hanging out with me so far or watching back on this VOD later. I have more of these posted up on my YouTube channel, previous 9 streams. Some of them is a joint world with my brother, some of them is this world. So feel free to click around, comment what you like to see, and I will work on getting some more of these videos out. You can catch me at ArtGhosts, that's ARTGH0STS on Patreon, Coffee, Blue Sky, YouTube and Twitch is where I stream to, so definitely remember to give me a follow before you go. I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, hello and welcome back to the stream, everybody. Sorry I was gone for a little bit longer than I expected, but I'm back with some more Satisfactory. I'm Ghost, if you don't already know, and you can find me at ArtGhosts in the description below or in the info below. I'm on Blue Sky, Patreon, Coffee, and I stream to YouTube and Twitch on Sundays and Tuesdays. I'm gonna get back to playing some Satisfactory here just for a little bit, just to wrap up. We're getting together the bare bones for our turbo fuel factory. So I want to get these refineries pumping out waste. So this is going to be a merger too. And I guess this one counts. Just so I can get these. That. Not bad at all. Merger. Go into the sink. So we're just gonna be sinking all the polyester resin or whatever it is. What is it again? I don't know. The resin. Waste that we're gonna have. And then we've got this pumping out fuel, and then it needs to go to 8 these generators. I might travel back to the main base. Or I need to start searching out the coal and the sulfur in the area. Let's do that. Coal and compacted coal. We make it go out this way rather than into the stinky? I don't know. We could do 4 and 4 fuel refineries. We also need to have the coal and the sulfur and all that. Okay, so I'm looking at my map here, and I'm going to be looking at Satisfactory calculator. Where did it go? So back up on the cliff side up here is coal. Coal? Question mark? That's gonna be it. Up there. I can probably get there though, right? That's... waterfall. So you really need to focus on getting up. Ooh. Power slug. I'm just gonna build a ladder up there. Not really fair. Okay, we got the power slug, and now I don't know where to go. Let's just build this ladder all the way up. Okay. Okay, is the coal over here? It sure is. Okay. So we gotta get the coal over here. Because the sulfur is gonna be on the opposite side. But it's still gonna be down there. Remove that marker and put in a stamp for the coal node. This is titled ore node. We'll get near it. Mark it. Okay. Get our concrete foundation. And our miner mark 2 must be placed in the resource node. We can go that way. I foresee us being able to do some stuff this way.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
It's talking to me. So we'll have to have regular fuel generators to get us off the ground. Let me look at my Satisfactory modeler here, and let's see how many fuel generators we can do. Maybe 2. Power made 500. Which means we'll need more. Or limit. No, we'll need more refineries if we want. Well, we'll make a temporary fuel generator. Let me title this temp. Fuel generator. Okay. So where is this gonna go? This direction? I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's do... Or... maybe we do... double... Right? I think that'll work. Yeah, I like how this looks. This is gonna go... This is a Mark II miner, which means 120 per minute, which means we need a Mark II belt. And we'll drag this all the way here. Make sure this isn't crooked. Oh, why did I do Mark 3? Mark 2 is just fine. I don't have enough reinforced plates to do Mark II. That's a problem. I need reinforced plates. We found the coal. Found the oil. Now we need to find the sulfur. I think what I'm gonna do is end here. We got a lot done in terms of still got a lot of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. I really need to get and then we have impure bauxite up here. That'll be important once we get to aluminum, but we're not nearly there yet. I'm actually going to respawn so I go back to the base. I don't think I lose any of my items. Fine. So I'm just gonna go see how many tickets I have in Awesome Shop. I got 10. Let's drop off our wood and leaves. We gotta drop off these turbo motors. I mean, these modular engines. There, let's jump through the conveyables. Modular engine. We got 300 out of 500. And now we just need to make 100 adaptive control units. Let's go look at what is in the Awesome Shop. And then we'll wrap it up with that. So we have 17 tickets. I don't want to buy the factory cart for 10 tickets. Then I'll have 7 more. What do I want to do? Roof materials. Tilted wall. Or roof. Let's add roof pieces. And a factory cart.
The Fix-It Factory card navigates on Fix-It foundation surfaces with extreme efficiency. Not intended for use on hazardous terrain, mildly hazardous terrain, reasonably safe terrain, or general terrain. Fix-It reserves the right to subtract damage to or loss off vehicle from your Save the Day completion bonus package. For more information about this bonus package, please visit our information booth in Earth, open on the first Tuesdays and Wednesdays of the month, between 6:25 a.m. and 6:53 a.m.
Interesting. Okay. We got 9 Mercer spheres now. Oh, I still had 1 Noblest. Interesting. I want to put that Celia away. Let's put the food stuff away. Let's actually see if we can make some more medical inhalers. Ooh, factory cart. Very nice. We got a factory cart now, and let's make 7 nutritional inhalers. Add to our inventory. Good, we are stocked up. Let's see if we can just build some computers while I do my... Build 25 computers. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. We've done a lot today as far as getting stuff transported and getting our computers online as far as automating that for the most part. We're getting another oil setup so we can do fuel, specifically turbo fuel. We just gotta find our sulfur node in the area and then hook everything up to power. And put all the refineries in. We got like 14 refineries to put in. But I will be playing some more of this either on Sunday or next Tuesday. Sunday I do an art stream for a couple of hours starting at around noon. So if you want to see me draw, if you want to hang out and chat, if you want to work on your own creative projects in the background, or with me on in the background, feel free to, follow and join in on the streams on Sunday. I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great evening, and I want to give a shout out to my Patreon members of past and present as well. If you want to support me on Patreon, either for my gameplay videos or my art, I have 3 tier levels, Dullahan, Poltergeist, and Banshee, and they have different benefits, so definitely check that out. That's Art Ghosts, ARTGH0 STS on Patreon, Coffee, Blue Sky, YouTube, and Twitch. Thanks again. Have a great night.